Hello, soulmates. It is indeed a pleasure to have you again on my channel. Thank you so much to all those who have always been supporting my channel, and to those who have just come on board, thank you also. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a long sleeve. Okay, so I made a video on how to achieve a short sleeve, but I'm here today to show you how to make a long sleeve pattern. Okay, so the things that you will need to achieve this are you're gonna need either your round armhole measurement, or you can derive it by using your bust measurement, and I'm going to show you how to achieve that. So the first thing I'm going to do is that you have to first determine how tall you want your sleeve to be. So I'm going to start with my baseline, which is a horizontal line at the top of my paper, and I'm going to make it as straight as possible. After I make my horizontal line, from that point I'm going to find the length of the sleeve that I want. In my case, I'm going to make a sleeve of 22 inches and 23 for added seam allowance. Okay, and I'm going to make that also into a straight line. So that's what I'm doing now. And you want your lines as straight as possible so as to get a nice looking end result. So that's what I'm doing now. After you do that, there is a simple formula that you will need to know in order to get your caps height measurement. Now, your caps height is what you're going to need to insert this sleeve into your bodice or into your shirt, whatever you're making it for. So to get that, you're going to take the measurement around your bust, the circumference of your bust. So mine is 42. My bust is 42. I'm going to take that measurement, right? I'm going to take that measurement 42, and I'm going to divide it by 12, and that's going to give me 3.5. Then I'm going to add a ½ inch seam allowance, and that's going to give me 4. So that would be your caps height measurement. 4 inches will be mine. You're going to take yours. You're going to, let me say that again, you're going to take the distance around your bust, you're going to divide it by 12, and then add ½ inch to get your caps height measurement. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm going from my starting point, I'm going to put 4 inches for my caps height measurement. Also, you're going to need your elbow measurement. If you're going to make this fitted, you're going to need your elbow measurement. From my shoulder to my elbow, that's about 12 inches. Okay, so that's right there, and this is the length. So I'm gonna make these two into a straight line. Okay, so that's my caps height, and this here is my elbow, because I want this to be as fitted as possible. You can make yours loose, it doesn't matter, right? But I want mine to be a bit fitted. Okay, so that is why I'm putting my elbow measurement. So at your caps height, which is this line, this is your caps height, you're going to find half of your armhole measurement. To get your armhole measurement, you can divide your bust again. So my bust is 42. I'm going to divide it by 6. So you're going to have 42 divided by 6. That's going to give me 7. And I'm going to add 1.5 inches to that. So that's your bust divided by 6. That is your armhole. If you can go ahead and measure your armhole by putting the tape measure around like this and getting your armhole, but I can just derive it using my bust. So that would be 8.5. So on this line, I'm going to put 8.5 inches. Now, if you are doing this for a blouse, you have to take in consideration how much seam allowance you gave it, and you're going to put it on this line. So since I'm doing this just to illustrate, I'm going to leave this here as 8.5, and I'm going to take that and I'm going to connect it to the tip of the shoulder right there. Okay, there you have it. So now what you're going to do is that you're going to find the midpoint of this line. So right here, it's about 9.5 inches. You're going to find the midpoint of this line. Okay, that's there. And you're going to come up 1/2 inch, and you're going to take your armhole curve and you're going to connect, okay, from there, the tip, turn it this way, you're going to connect the tip, okay, like this, to the 1/2 inch point that you have made. Then you're going to connect the rest of it to the end of the 8.5 inch mark that you've made. And that is your back armhole measurement. So this here is your back armhole measurement. To get the front armhole, you're just going to make a slight curve. Okay, you're going to make a slight curve from the tip of your shoulder like this. Okay, and then you're going to make another curve here, okay, to the 1/2 inch point, that is. Okay, so that is what you have for the front armhole. So this is the back and this is the front, because we're drafting the back and the front on the same pattern. Now you're going to go down to your elbow and you're going to take the distance around your elbow, right? Mine is 11. I'm going to make it about 11.5 because I don't want it too small that I cannot move. So you're going to take half of that measurement. So mine is 11.5 divided by 2. I'm going to get 5.75. So right here, I'm going to have 5.75, which is here. Okay, now you're going to go down to the end of your sleeve and you're going to take where the circumference of where your sleeve stop. Okay, so in this case mine is about 9 inches because I want to be able to take my hand out freely. Okay, so here it's going to be half of 9 inches. It's going to be 4.5. And that is what I'm marking here. Okay, so now you're going to take your pan curve. If you want this to be very fitted, you're going to take your pan curve and you're going to use this part of your pan curve and you're going to connect this line here. That's if you want it to be fitted. Okay, you're going to connect it here. That's if you want it to be really fitted. If you don't want it to be so fitted, you could just connect this line from here to there. That is if you don't want it to be very fitted here. Okay, there are some persons who like their shirt a bit smug. If you want it a bit smug, you use this curve here right there, and you curve it. Depends on what you want. It all depends on you. And then you're going to take your ruler and you're going to connect these two lines right here, right? And that would be your basic long sleeve pattern. Okay, so now if you want, you have to add seam allowance to your measurement. So in my case, I'm just going to put 1 inch. But when you're doing it, ensure if you're doing the fitted one to take your 1 inch from that line. Okay, your 1 inch goes from the fitted line. So do not make that mistake, and you're going to take it all the way down. Okay, you're going to connect. Okay, but if you want it regular, you don't want it fitted, just draw the same line, 1 inch to that line, and you connect right here. Okay, so that would be your sleeve pattern, and now you're ready to cut this out. So what I'm doing, I'm gonna fold under my seam allowance. Let me cut this off first. I'm using my fabric scissors. Oh, no. Don't mind me. And I'm gonna fold this under like this, right? And then I'm going to cut this off. First, you have to cut the back. Cut the back first. So that's the back is off. So when you open it, it's gonna look like this. Okay. You're gonna ensure that this is nice and good. So now you're going to cut out the front armhole. Okay. There you go. Okay, so the front is deeper, always deeper than the back. So this is a fitted, let me put the fitted long sleeve pattern. So this is the front and this is the back of the pattern. If you find this video helpful, do not forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe for more videos, and leave a comment in the comment section and let me know if you have any challenges that you would like me to help you with. Until we meet again, take very good care.